Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're on the upstairs terrace at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. I'm going to take you for a walk around. Please forgive all the noise in the background because there's one or two men working. You never know, you might get to see some graft at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. This is the upstairs terrace. Obviously there's work to do. For those of you who watch the channel, you know that we're going to make that into like a garden wall. And I think it'll look absolutely fabulous. We are going to remove the top part of the trellis to open up the view and of course refurbish the lower part of the actual trellising. Of course there'll be tables, there'll be chairs, the walls have got to be rendered, and then there will be a sail or two on top here where you sit and sup on that coffee or perhaps that pint or two as you watch all the nutters coming up and down Bar Street, which of course that is just over there. And I say that in jest, and that's because we've just had a visit from the superstar who owns the Manara Bar on Tomb of the Kings. And of course that's Tony H, the singing sensation. He does Gary Barlow. He does him quite well, to be honest. Anyway, come on, let's go and have a look and see what's going on. There's the bike. That, of course, is going to be the light outside on the upstairs terrace. Forgive the noise, by the way. Let's go and see if we can get them to switch that sanding machine off. But we'll go and see them working at it first, shall we? Slowly but surely, renovations are taking place. We're working on the Wall of Fame, by the way, which is what this is. So there's a gentleman now, and he is sanding in the bar. A noisy job and a dusty job, but a job that's got to be done. And there's another one that's clipping the paint off on the balustrades on the bar. Of course, we are going to transform this bar into the greatest bar in Paphos. And there's another gentleman sanding down some of the plaster that's been done on the walls. Hard at work in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and a dancing and a prancing man over there. Let's just go and ask David to switch this off for a few minutes. Can we switch it off for a couple of minutes? Lovely. I know you've got a job to do, and he has got a job to do, and an important job to do, but obviously the sanding machine is quite loud. Bit of painting been going on, by the way, see? That wall has been rejuvenated. It was looking a bit scruffy if you go hunting back in our back catalogue. And slowly but surely it's been lightened up, and the plan is to lighten up all this dark wood as well, so it looks something a little bit like that. Let's take you out onto the outside terrace and talk you through one or two of the ideas that we've got, and perhaps you've got an idea or two as well. So drop them in the comments. We're thinking about building that wall up to about halfway height, and then perhaps decorating it with a marbly effect on both sides, and then putting a trellis across the top, and again having some, shall we say, an artificial garden. We think that would be quite nice. But you drop it into the comments. What do you think we should do with that area at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar on the outside terrace? Told many people that this area we're going to be removing the graffiti, and we are going to be putting in some bifolding doors that look exactly like those bifolding doors, which we think will add to the symmetry. And then we'd have 4 sets of open doors, and of course that will allow us to let the sunlight and the chilled air in as the summer progresses in downtown Paphos. And of course these are the M&M arches. What colour should we paint them? Drop it into the comments. The bifolding doors are going to go to a creamy colour, and of course they will be monocred with the logos of Marika and Me. This is the outside bar area. Perhaps we might want to come and get a coffee, or perhaps sit on a high chair and have a pint or two. The plan there again is to paint it up in cream and chocolate, and I think that that will look quite nice. Let's take you out onto the street and let's talk a little bit about the front of the bar, with some of our ideas. And some of our ideas are to take it all pretty much to cream and then have some kind of little fence in these two sections. Obviously that area there is where the steps are going to go, and the wheelchair and of course pushchair access. Again, on this side, the plan is to have a little fence that comes right out to the edge, and then of course some plants and some nice little features which will make it look more and more attractive when you come into the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. We're on Bar Street, which of course is the most famous street in the world in downtown Paphos, and we're very, very easy to find. Let's pop back in, and they're all standing around now gossiping and in a huggle because we've stopped them from working. But this is the main entrance into the bar, and as Tony H said, it's a very, very nice bar indeed, even though there's a lot of work to be done. And of course, he's been watching, he's been instructing them. Shall we go and see what they're doing? They're now on the intricate bits, because these are the hard bits when you've got to strip the paint off in all those little grooves. There we are, that's David, and that is Thomas. Keep going, boys, keep going. Years and years of coats of paint, so the idea is to sand it right back and try and get as good a surface as we can. Like I say, the lower part of the bar is going to be in cream. The middle section where you're going to put your pints is going to be in chocolate brown. Then the pillars are going to be in cream, and then the rear of the bar will again be in cream and chocolate brown. And of course lit up like a Christmas tree. Now, back to this wall. Obviously this wall had had an awful lot of damage due to the ingress of water. For those of you who remember, the ceiling, which has all been panelled off, was in a complete and utter mess because there had been a leak for 15 years, yes, and it had destroyed the ceiling. But now the ceiling has been repaired, or should we say panelled out. And of course that section over there is going to be the loungy bar area. That's where there'll be some relaxing tables and chairs, and of course a stage with some entertainment, perhaps some karaoke. Perhaps we might even get Tony H to come and sing a ballad or two. Now this, as I was saying, is going to be the Wall of Fame. What's the Wall of Fame? Well, the Wall of Fame is where you can have your name on a brick. And of course, people will stand here, go up and down the Hollywood staircase, and I'm pretty sure that they will understand and they will read those names. I'd like to mention one or two of those guys right now. The latest purchase of a brick is by a girl called Wendy, and of course from now on she will be known as Lady Wendy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Sir Chris of Bridlington, yes, he's going to have his name on a brick. Sir Adrian, yep, he's going on a brick. Of course, Lord Andy, Lady Ness, they're going on a brick. The list goes on and on and on. So if you would like to get your name on the Wall of Fame and the Hollywood staircase, there's that wall again. Imagine when all the bricks are up there with all of the names. People are going to be taking selfies. People are going to remember your name, and they will know that you helped to make sure that the Marika and Me Lounge Bar opened up on the 15th of March 2025. And if you would like to get your name on one of those bricks, all you've got to do is search on PayPal. Yes, PayPal, in their search box, pop in the magic words Paul G. Cyprus, that's P-A-U-L-G-E-E, Cyprus. Up will come my face, up will come Marika's face, as we say a huge thank you as you gift us £50, and of course your name will appear on a brick on the Wall of Fame on the Hollywood staircase. You may have noticed that we do have quite a spectacular ceiling. It's known as the Groovy Ceiling, yes. It's been named by a girl all the way up in Yorkshire, and her name is Dizzy Blonde. Big shout out to you, Dizzy, and of course to the gorilla, and of course to their son, Prince Oliver. That's the chandelier, by the way. That's going to be blinged up. That's going to be gold with some rather nice hanging diamonds, shall we say. And of course, this is going to be the area where we mimic the blue Mediterranean Sea and the Paphos Promenade. Well, that's the plan. And as I was saying to Tony H, that little bit on the end, we might call that the Tomb of the Kings area, and we might put a little flag there telling you where the Manara Bar is. And that's a great bar, by the way. A live sports entertainment bar on the Tomb of the Kings Road, just down from the King's Avenue mouth. If you're looking for a great night out, or perhaps even breakfast in the morning, why not pop to the Banara Bar? But don't forget to keep on coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me, because we'd love to see you. And of course, we'll love to see you on the 15th of March 2025. That's when this venue is going to open. And so far, there are 103 people flying into Paphos just for the event. And we'd like to say a big thank you to one or two of them now. If your name's Dame Anne, thank you very much indeed. If your name is Baroness Crackpot, that's Baroness Lillian, and of course the man of her dreams, Baron Frank. Thank you very much indeed. Sir Paul of the Jones, his name will be on that wall, by the way. A big thank you. And of course there will be a cocktail waiting at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, especially for you. So, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we take you on our next adventure, the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And if you'd like to keep the channel afloat, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's how you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. Google these magic words, Marika and Me, Buy Me a Coffee, up will come our landing page. And of course you can choose to read that little bit more about us and hopefully, fingers crossed, gift us a coffee or two. Or perhaps even join us as a superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month. And I say a big shout out to one or two of you who have joined us. If your name is Sir Richard, you've got your very own blonde beauty, Lady Julie of the Nash. Thank you very much indeed. If your name's Duke Phil and there's a Duchess in your life, Duchess Sharon from downtown in Cornwall, thank you very much indeed. Lady Kerry and the man with the ears, Lord Tony, thank you very much indeed. The list goes on, and we owe each and every one of you a massive thank you. There's the big M. Of course, that stands for Marika. And there's the little M on the floor. Little old me, that's the little M. And of course there's an and in the middle. That will be outside the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, keeping company to the bike. It'll all be lit up like a Christmas tree. All that's missing is you. Remember, the sky is always blue in downtown Paphos. The sea is always blue. And of course, Mr. Paul, if you haven't guessed it by now, is dressed head to toe in blue. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, or that bicycle perhaps, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting. We really are, especially for you. And it's a fabulous day in Paphos, by the way. It truly is. And from the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, guess what? You can see the blue Mediterranean Sea. Thanks for watching. I look forward to your company again very soon indeed. Please don't forget to hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. And of course, please don't forget to go and hunt us down on the PayPal platform and get your name on the Wall of Fame on the Hollywood staircase.